Do I need to take these guys out? So I think I'm going to the front of the train. Let's build this. What is this? Oh. Oh, crikey. Can I just avoid these guys?
On my mark! On the count of 3!
Yermak, get ready to hit the brakes.
1, 2,
Oh crap.
Wait.
3!
Now! Artyom, get going.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
What the? Brakes! Hit the brakes! Stop, you asshole!
The brakes are working again.
You goddamn bastards should have shot you on the spot!
Why didn't you? Orders to take me alive.
Grab the order to take a line! Fire! Shoot the kill! Attack visible targets only! And find the engine! Don't hit the boiler! I tried to treat you humanely!
Why good wanting trouble?
Just out of common courtesy to an ex-colleague, I thought you'd come in quietly and I could put in a good word on your behalf of the trial.
Heads up! Enemy on the train!
You motherfucker! Now you've done it! You're lucky, your daughters, you alone be drinking
Don't shoot me.
deserters, but like rabid dogs!
We're supposed to be on the same side.
I'm shooting your pulse through your forehead, you damn... Forget our invisible target! Put these out of the game! Fire!
Come on! They're going to tear us to pieces!
Throwing shot. Headshot. No. I think this is the better weapon. I don't know if it's better as a weapon, but I like it more. Is that a... I think it is. I'm not sure. No, it's not, actually. Thought it's a guy. Can't pick up anything. Reload and hit.
Artyom, place the bomb as close to the boiler as you
I'm
can.
just a stalker. I'm not with them. They made me. Just don't
I better get out of here. Guess that's the e-brake. Jump.
Hold on!
Kaboo.
Hell yeah!
Exit is completed.
Artyom, thank goodness you're okay.
Excuse me? Is it game over now?
Now we are not just traitors. We are honest-to-God enemy saboteurs.
Yay! We get a new title.
We stopped 100 clicks from Moscow to check our Geiger counters. The thing is, they are all in the green, as if they're in a conspiracy. Still, this amazing piece of news doesn't really impress anyone that much. The guys are all confused as to what to do next. And I'm just waiting for answers. And hoping the commander, whom until recently I trusted implicitly, is going to be extremely persuasive in his reasoning.
Why their own faces?
We are at a crossroads, so to speak, where everybody can help but wonder, what next? Where do we go from here?
Yes, more or less what I expected from you. But you got the picture. So, is your counter functioning? Have you checked it?
Yes, it's all green. Double checked it. Stepan's in the green too. We don't need masks here.
So,
Whoa.
they were telling the truth.
Who was telling the truth? Why won't you answer? Who were those people trying to kill us? Why would they shoot at you, the Order's commander? Explain something, at least. You owe us that.
Well, I might as well drop the bomb now. The war did not end.
What do you mean, did not end?
Let me finish. Most of our cities are destroyed. The rest of the country is probably under enemy occupation. To avoid new nuclear attacks against us, Command chose the only viable course of action: to play dead. To ensure radio silence, the SHIELD system was created. A network of radio jammers covering Moscow and suburbs. So that some radio enthusiasts wouldn't bring more bombs down on our heads by whining on air. And it's one of these jammers that got disabled by the hands of those present here.
Could you not have shared that before? Say, before Artyom took that radio outside and caught all that radiation?
No! I only got briefed half year ago. Under a strict, you talk, you die policy. And then had to tell my people we were securing a weather station.
Sir, with all due respect, if we can't go back, maybe we should advance and move on?
I have an idea, but... Artyom, rather than carrying on with this silent disapproval of yours, check the airwaves. We should be out of the jamming range by now, so give it your best try. Look for transmissions from the Ark. Do you understand now why we are traitors in the eyes of Command?
Eee.
We shut down a jamming station, shot up the guards, destroyed a patrol train, and ran away from Moscow. Who even needs a trial when the case is so clear? There's no way back now.
I thought we
Which means we have to continue moving forward.
disabled the jammer.
What are you talking about?
The Moscow Defense Command. Have you ever heard of the Invisible Watches?
I have, but they're just an urban legend.
Not at all. They are Command.
Are you sure they care for more than just protecting their asses? You mentioned the Ark. What's that all about?
If our team finds their seamen, you'll figure everything out. Otherwise, there's nothing to talk about.
Do you think finding that Ark of yours is going to fix everything?
I do not. But if you have a better idea, then go ahead.
Yes, I do. We have to find a good place for people from Moscow, like Artyom always wanted.
Giving them all to the enemy? A grand idea. I say, we solve our problems before moving on to saving all Moscow. All right? How is it going, Artyom? Found it yet?
Hey, listen.
A world out here. A world where
Guys.
we could live.
Wait a moment, what was that?
1811-79.
Listen, everyone!
8-5. I repeat. Proceed to the rally point. Rally point location.
Yeah, we're gonna have a rally.
1811-79. Area
Where's that number supposed to...
1-8-5. Only by standing together shall we
So,
overcome
It is
any and
somewhere
all
around
obstacles.
here. The Yamantau Mountain. So the route from here should go like this. This is our goal.
So, is this what you had in mind?
Yes, this is it. The Ark Project is a whole city underground. Enormous stores, machines, the best experts. It is the Commander General's HQ. All of the country's leaders are there. They have already started the restoration work. We will tell them that Moscow is alive. It wasn't all for nothing. Everything will change, everything. Do you get it? A new life is starting for all the survivors of the war.
By the way, are there any single women in that place?
Great reaction. So
Great
the moment calls for bring it out to me.
Bring what out, Colonel? Sir.
That thing that's been sloshing about in your canteen. You think I'm deaf or what?
That. Just a moment. I thought my ears were deceiving me.
Oh,
It's not a short trip to the Urals, so we should make ourselves comfortable, I guess. But let's name
Absolutely.
this bucket of bolts at the very least, eh?
It's about time!
Let's go around and be done with it.
Nah, go to hell! Even better. Oh, come
How
on!
about Aurora? The Roman goddess of dawn and a cruiser of, you know what?
That's better.
Not bad. I like it.
Ah, beautiful name.
Sounds okay, but the cruiser of what?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Looks like it's decided. Let's drink to it.
Hey, Artyom, let's take a look at that map.
All right, we have
Let's.
a round that should be enough. Yermak, full steam ahead.
Hi.
Full steam ahead.
Wow, that's some distance. I wonder how long it will take.
where is it?
How are you, Alyosha?
Oh, Anna. I was expecting an arrow from a Cupid, but I got a bullet from an ugly motherfucker instead.
You sure, okay?
Because I know you.
Just so you know, scars is
Think
on
I'll
the legs.
explore the train
There's
first.
definitely a lot of those up ahead.
I don't need a lot, really. It's quality that matters.
Ooh. That's one way to squat.
Andrei Ivanovich, how long
I'd like
have
to
you
see
been
my shadow,
working
actually.
with those jammer people for?
Artyom,
Yes. Alright,
I guess. At first they got me to sign up by singing of my experience helping
let's have a smoke.
told me about weather stations and muted migration observers. What's done is done. Yes, I didn't stop you from going outside. Yes, I tried to talk you out of it. Yes, I didn't tell you you're not the only ones to survive. But even I didn't have the clearance. Not back then. This is a state secret. Do you understand? I've been granted clearance only after our fight to protect the D6. They said they needed me to teach their recruits because the war was still on. Don't you think I was shocked? What did our people in D6 die for? What did I lose my legs for? But I understood. Because the war was still on. Security was paramount. Our people would have understood. So please, do the same. You would have spilled the beans to everyone in Metro. Goddamn Prometheus, a messiah. You must lead the people out of the caves. Do you think you would have saved anyone? Remember that jammer? What if Moscow has been found out because of you? What if there are missiles inbound? Anyways, no matter what they think of me, I'm no deserter and will never become one. I'm ready to bear full responsibility for everything. But if there is even the smallest chance to earn my pardon, I will take it. Which means that we, like a runner that tripped, need to keep running ever faster just to keep balance. And don't dare you trip us all over again. Am I understood?
Absolutely.
I hope I am. Anyway, at least now we know where to run. So go back inside and take a look at the map. Our route is pretty obvious now.
Yeah. Yes, I should. We'll check on the rest of the train first. What's down here? It's a dude. Can I read this thing? I think I can. Diary. This is from the beginning. Mr. Artyom read it himself in winter. And this is the second. Okay. Crew. Oh. Anna, my Anna. From the very beginning I thought I was not worthy of you, but was I? A nerdy guy from a backwater station, a dreamer hearing voices in his head, an adventure seeker, you, most beautiful girl in the metro, the only daughter of the legendary Colonel Miller, best sniper of the spot in Malta. How did you put it? There were lots of hard-blooded guys around. God, how much have we been through together? How long is this not been? Our bright days and really dark months, our feelings will die out and rekindle again. I even tried to leave but couldn't go to. I wanted a normal man, but you still accepted me as I am. You were the only one who didn't consider me mad. When I spent days on the surface, listening to the radio with attempts of receiving signals from the other survivors. You knew that every such sortie meant more radiation exposure for me and less chances for healthy children should we ever have. You would still let me go. You didn't prohibit me from dreaming. I always felt your gaze on me when you would cover my back in combat and when I would lose my way. I was always in your field of view. I always knew that nobody could ever replace you, a personal guardian angel of death. If this is not love, what is? Let's leave the others for later. New world. My home station. Hansa. My home station, now a part of the BDNKH, think, Commonwealth, together with Alexeyevskaya, Riskaya. Living there has been an uneven ride, but I still have fond memories of the time, even though Anna, my wife, would disagree. She positively hates it there. Having traded the position of the Order's best snipe of everyday chores for regular mushroom. Huh? Okay. Strange. Creatures. Watchmen is annoying beasts, hunting packs. If you see one, you'd better dispose of it immediately, otherwise it might howl and call in the rest of the pack. It will howl as soon as it sees you. Demons, these giant flying mutants comfortably occupying the position of the apex predator in the food chain of the poisoned wasteland, stretching above the tunnels of Moscow Metro have, thanks to their enormous physical strength, speed and aggressive demeanor, successfully settled a huge territory that is hardly surprising. As there are very few animals capable of ever facing a demon. Those that can fight it one-on-one and win are even fewer and further between, while a demon can easily fly away from any of them. Luckily, because of these strengths, the demons like the large birds of prey of the past prefer to live and hunt alone, or in very small groups, and thus do not present an immense threat to a careful traveler. Though one of them already attacked me. The common dogs, seem to be no match for the messed up world of the surface, but they manage to survive despite being surrounded by mutants and human enemies, so they definitely are a threat to be considered, especially when you consider their keen senses and ability to easily alert their masters to your presence. What a horrible beast. Razor? What the hell is it? Oh, split razor, lighter, spotted suit. Right. Weapons. Kalash. Shampoo. Decoy, throwing knives. Perfect stealth is sword range. Short range weapon. Throwing knives are gold wrought by many blacksmiths throughout the metro from spring steel. Gold wrought from spring steel. Okay. Oh, that was it. What's back here? Hello.
It seems to me, whether it was intended or not, that our colonel now has a goal to strive for because of you.
Because of me?
We all remember the way you fought back in D6, so no matter what lies ahead, we're with you. You can count on us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. As for me, I'm running a little inventory check. It is kind of cramped in here. I'm thinking of making something of a workbench.
Really?
So that's all the instruments we get, and everything else would be within arm's reach. With
Well,
no
definitely.
workbench, you just lose small components. We'll use this place to work on the weapons. Cleaning, oiling, keep out of everybody's way, and keep them from messing with my stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to take turns, of course, but we'll manage. So, if you find any weapons you'd like to keep, I'll store them for you here on the Aurora, and you can come back to exchange them. You'll get them back in their best shape ever. Don't you doubt. Boy, have I cleaned and oiled a lot of weapons in my life. Factory and homemade, too. Some of those were just amazing. So unusual. So, if you have any weapon-related questions, I'm your man. And
Goody.
weapons, they are like girls. They need attention. You clean your weapon well. You oil it. You check the ammo. Because these dirty ammo caps do get rusty sometimes. But if you put your heart into it, the weapon never fails. Well, I'll just finish oiling this one, then start on another.
So much fun. Oiling and cleaning a gun. What is this? You know, I've missed another one. Good God. Survey report. Head of SHIELD Project, Railroad Department, Shelesniak VM. Railway State Survey report. Having conducted the Railway State Survey as per your order, I can report that beyond the defense perimeter, the railway is in condition ranging from acceptable to good, thus presenting a security threat by providing a convenient way for the enemy to transport and supply their agents. On the other hand, with defense perimeter, the railway is worn down beyond acceptable state, which could lead to a complete halt of train movement along the most used lines in the nearest future, putting defensibility of Moscow in grave danger by disrupting our lines of supply and reinforcement transportation. Considering aforementioned, I hereby request that all available maintenance crews are sent to work on repairing the most damaged sections of the critically important lines, using the rails and cross ties from the lines beyond the 101 kilometer mark from the center of Moscow, thus at the same time effectively denying the enemy the use of the railways leading into the city. Deputy Head of the Special Survey Committee, Podarenko TK. Goody. So railways are in good condition mostly. Is this the guy that was shoveling for the...
Hello there, Tom.
Hello.
You people could have called me out there to drink to Aurora. I still think Beelzebub was a better name. By the way,
Yeah?
did you come to trade places with me?
Yeah.
Or did you just want some exercise?
I could...
I heard that. Monotonous labor calms you. Well, it's no lie.
It's
I
not.
do feel this calm, you see. Idiot says it's dynamic meditation. That philosopher doesn't come here to meditate often.
I think you should actually stop shoveling. We only have the locomotive, you know. There's no cost to be told. You hear? Well, okay. Just don't clock it up. Now.
Soon they understood I saw that ravine. Fed me the usual lies about the spies and whatnot.
Did you believe them?
Well, it sure seems safer to believe. But then, I just couldn't keep the charade up. Then the security officer told me straight. Whoever you speak to, dies. The whole station dies with him if need be. So, that's how it went.
Look, Artyom, you should at least get some of that fresh air. No mask. This is what you've always dreamed about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I interrupted.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's alright. I'll actually have some fresh air.
There's not much left to...
Well, fresh. I guess it looks good.
So, dear Moses, can you feel how sweet the air is without a mask? Or not just sweet, so many shades of taste it has. A weird feeling, eh, my friend?
Yeah.
I remember you telling me how you took your mask off atop a stonking tower. When you homed those missiles in on the dark ones, was the air bitter then? Who knows?
Don't remember.
Had you not launched those missiles, you'd probably never have climbed that building or received that signal. Life is weird, huh? One random event drags another with it, like links in a chain. And you are pulling that chain out of a deep, dark well. The links emerge from the dark water. And what drink is in that bucket that's on the end of the chain? That's a mystery. That's what I often think about when facing a choice. You can't drop the chain either. You always have to drink from that bucket. Well, bottoms up, I suppose. So, how does it feel to be the Moses who yanked on this particular chain? Is it dumb to think about such things when all I ever did in life was carry out orders? Well, I'm not called idiot for nothing. Still, I would like to know what's on the end of your chain.
Do I have a keychain or something? Look at me dance.
Look, if there's no radiation, that means we can bring everyone out of Moscow.
It doesn't matter if there's radiation or not, Comrade American. The citizens of Moscow will have to stay put.
But why? We're just a short way from the city. And the radiation's gone.
Things might have been that easy in your America, but life has never been so easy here. Even now, we woke up saviors of the metro, and by lunchtime, we're enemy spies, saboteurs, train thieves. And what for? Something we thought was true turned out to be a lie. And that is enough for them to want us dead.
The Hans Hansa bosses must have known that we could live up here. But the public didn't know that. Who'd want to stay down in the metro if we told them?
We cannot tell
No
them.
way.
If they are ready to make mincemeat out of old ladies and kids to keep their secret, what do you think will they do to you, Uncle Sam? Huh? We can't go back. We can't use radio. Remember the jammers?
Didn't we broke them?
Pull a perfect Rambo and break through back into the metro. Do you expect they all just believe you and go, yes, Moses, lead us out of this Egypt? Can you even imagine the death toll? Take your average station dwellers. Even if the Hansa guards didn't shoot them, how far would they get?
Oh no.
Right to the nearest mutant den, most likely. We are safe here, speeding along on this Eastern Express. They are not as lucky. Not at all.
What if there was a proper evacuation?
And who would do that? Hansa's people? The ones that kept us under lock and key for 20 years? Or us too? Besides, getting the people out of Moscow is not the end of it. You have to settle them somewhere, provide food. You know, brother, I do get where you're coming from, but this matter is way more complex than it seems.
Are we
I guess you're
going
right. All this clean air went to my head.
in a circle?
So, wait, does this mean the Colonel was in the know?
Yeah.
His rank does seem to suggest that. Besides, he led negotiations with Hansa. Where would we be without them after the D6 debacle? They gave us weapons and recruits to replenish our losses. We, on the other hand, our competence does not stretch beyond thinking cozy thoughts and keeping the fools in the metro from killing each other off. Remember, if not us, then who?
If not us, then
You
who?
are too smart for your own good, idiot.
Oh, he's the idiot.
Hey, Demir, I've been thinking. How far are we gonna go?
No masks needed. The railroad runs through the whole country.
Let's go to Japan.
As far as we want, I reckon. As for
Right.
Yamantau, it's about 2,000 clicks away.
No, I mean, how far can we get with the fuel we have? What's this machine's mileage?
Oh. Well, we can start cutting trees.
Yeah, it certainly is a coal guzzler, this thing. Then again, there should be coal stores at every station. And if we don't find any, we could still burn firewood.
Why the long face, Demir?
You see, I made a mistake of stocking up on filters.
Yeah, me too.
While I could have gotten a whole bunch of MREs for the same ammo, or a new hazard suit, I wish I'd known there'd be no need for them.
Same.
The corporal sold them way too hard, that bastard. Get them while they last. He even gave me a book as a free extra. Quotations from Charmin, do you know this writer? Mao? Anyway, here I am like a fool with the stupid book and the filters, while we could really use that meal-grade ammo now.
Mm-hmm.
You never know who or what we might meet.
You're not giving the book enough credit. At the very least, it contains a whole world of wisdom on fighting the war against the imperialism. Which we might encounter on the way, even though so far we just seem to be fighting our own.
Yeah, Anna's pulling no punches this time. Perhaps she shouldn't have. It's not like the Colonel understands everything. Who's in the right here?
Whoever's not wrong, obviously.
Well, who's not wrong then?
He who does nothing and says nothing too.
Me?
Give me a break. Who's in the right now?
Everybody is, brother. And nobody.
I shouldn't have asked.
Yeah.
I am not bothered when I'm not understood. I am bothered when I don't understand.
That's actually... You're a... I don't think you're an idiot, Ben. Actually well said. It usually bothers me more when I'm not understood. If I don't understand, I can just figure it out somehow.
saw you, and then Artyom. I knew I wasn't alone anymore. You can't just keep these things in.
Now I understand why you helped us back then. Thank you.
Don't mention it. God willing, it won't end up being done in vain.
Yes. Have you ever taken a train beyond city borders?
I guess they just keep on. What are you doing? What? What? Oh my. Please don't do that.
I worked on the ring line. Ha! What a bore that was.
Hmm.
Going round and round all day, round and round. At no real distance either. It used to take less than 30 minutes to make the lap.
You talk.
So I kept dreaming about
Oh, you just sit there. Let's read another one of these things. And maybe end the episode there.
running circles like a rat in a maze.
Who's next? Colonel Miller. It's not Miller. Colonel Sviatoslav Konstantinovich Melikov, the founder and the permanent commander of the Order of Spartan. Miller picked and trained each Spartan individually. He was the only one to come to the rescue of my home station when we were under attack by the Dark Ones. He was the only one to stand between the communists and the Nazis and prevent the conflict which could well spell the ultimate end of our civilization. It was Miller who accepted me into the Order, blessed our union with Anna, his only daughter, became his son-in-law, but could never amass the courage to call him Dad. Nothing but Colonel, with a Sir. Was Colonel, Sir, Sir Colonel. In the D6 defense, the Colonel lost his best fighters and his old self, and his legs. Something is forever broken. Is him. Alright. He became cold, completely intolerant of any dissent. Sometimes I feel he's sorry he didn't object to his daughter marrying me. He would have probably preferred Hunter as his in-law, but Hunter is missing. And I dragged his daughter into a maelstrom none of us might ever imagine.